The Salem Witch Trials, a dark and infamous chapter in American history, unfolded in the small Puritan community of Salem Village, now Danvers, Massachusetts, during 1692 and 1693. The trials weren't isolated events, but rather the culmination of a complex interplay of religious extremism, social anxieties, political upheaval, and personal vendettas within a deeply stratified and fear-ridden society. Puritanism, the dominant religious ideology in colonial Massachusetts, profoundly shaped the lives and beliefs of the settlers, emphasizing a strict moral code, the omnipresence of God, and the constant threat of demonic influence. The Puritans believed in the literal existence of the devil, who actively sought to undermine their faith and tempt individuals into making pacts with him, a belief fueled by European witchcraft panics and theological texts. The concept of spectral evidence, testimony based on dreams, visions, and sensations experienced by accusers played a crucial and ultimately devastating role in the proceedings, lacking any concrete basis in reality. The initial accusations began in January 1692, when a group of young girls, including Abigail Williams and Betty Paris, began exhibiting strange behaviors. Screaming, contortions, and unintelligible babbling, sparking fear and speculation within the community. These girls, often referred to as the afflicted girls, were pressured by local authorities and ministers to identify the source of their torment, and they soon began accusing several women in Salem Village of witchcraft. The first three women accused were Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and Tituba, all marginalized figures in Salem Village, a homeless beggar, an elderly woman considered socially outcast, and a slave from Barbados, making them easy targets. Tituba, under intense questioning and physical coercion, confessed to witchcraft and implicated several other individuals, fueling the growing hysteria and setting in motion a chain reaction of accusations. The Special Court of Oyer and Terminer was established in May 1692 to hear the witchcraft cases, presided over by Judge William Stoughton, a staunch Puritan and zealous advocate for prosecuting witches. The court relied heavily on spectral evidence, allowing accusers to testify about visions and dreams experienced during alleged encounters with the accused, even without any physical proof of witchcraft. As the trials progressed, the accusations spread beyond the initial marginalized women, ensnaring respected members of the community, landowners, churchgoers, and even ministers' wives. Rebecca Noors, a devout and elderly woman known for her piety and moral character, was one of the most prominent victims of the trials, her accusations shocking the community and raising doubts about the validity of the proceedings. John Proctor, a respected farmer and businessman, was accused by Abigail Williams, with whom he had a previous affair, his accusation fueled by personal vendettas and the desire for revenge. Elizabeth Proctor, John's wife, was also accused, further complicating the situation and adding to the growing sense of paranoia and mistrust within the community. Several others died in prison awaiting trial, suffering from harsh conditions and physical abuse, their deaths adding to the tragic toll of the trials. As the trials progressed, some individuals began to question the validity of the proceedings, raising concerns about the use of spectral evidence and the lack of due process. Increase Mather, a prominent Puritan minister and the president of Harvard College, publicly denounced the use of spectral evidence, arguing that it was unreliable and prone to deception. His son, Cotton Mather initially supported the trials, but later expressed reservations about the use of spectral evidence and the harsh treatment of the accused. The growing skepticism, combined with political pressure from the colonial government, led to the disbanding of the Court of Oyer and Terminer in October 1692. Governor William Phipps, recognizing the injustice of the trials, ordered a new court to be established, with stricter rules of evidence and a focus on due process. The new court, convened in 1693, overturned many of the previous convictions, exonerating those who had been falsely accused and acknowledging the errors of the past. In 1697, the Massachusetts General Court formally apologized for the injustices of the trials and offered financial compensation to the victims and their families. Samuel Sewall, a prominent judge who had participated in the trials, publicly apologized for his role in the proceedings in 1697, acknowledging the errors of his judgment. The Salem Witch Trials left a lasting scar on the community and the nation, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of religious extremism, mass hysteria, and the importance of due process. The trials have been the subject of numerous books, plays, and films, including Arthur Miller's The Crucible, which uses the events of Salem as an allegory for McCarthyism and the Red Scare of the 1950s. The events of Salem continue to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of critical thinking, skepticism, and the protection of individual rights. The legacy of the Salem Witch Trials serves as a powerful warning against the dangers of succumbing to fear, prejudice, and the abuse of power.